everyone, welcome back to Biophilia, your all-time study mate. In this video, we are going to continue with the class 11th chapter, that is Plant Kingdom, with the last topic of this chapter, that is plant life cycles. So if you get any help or feel to encourage us, don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. This channel really needs your help to grow and reach out many more students who need our help. Thank you. Now we have come to the last topic of this chapter, that is plant kingdom, that is alternation of generation. अब alternation of generation को अगर समझना होगा, you should know the basic understanding about the algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. अगर if you don't know about these, then the videos are provided onto our channel and the link will be down there in the description box. You can go and check those videos out so that you are able to understand this particular alternation of generation topic in a much easier way. So going ahead with alternation of generation, what do you need to understand कि alternation of generation के लिए there is going to be two generations. So first जो होता है that is the gametophyte. अब जो gametophyte होता है and the sporophyte. So on the previous videos we had discussed that there are some plant that is going to have the sporophyte dominant, कुछ होते हैं जिसमें gametophyte dominant होता है. So gametophyte किसमें dominant होगा? Gametophyte होगा dominant in the case of algae and bryophytes, जबकि sporophyte dominant था in the case of gymnosperms and angiosperms. So gametophyte जो होता है, the gametophyte is going to be haploid in condition और sporophyte कैसे होगा? Diploid in condition. So this जो changes होते हैं, that sometimes in life the gametophyte is going to be seen, sometimes the sporophyte is seen. जैसे if you case in the latest study of our videos, angiosperms की जब बात की थी, the major dominant structure that you can see is going to be the sporophyte. But in that life cycle of sporophyte also, there is going to be the formation of pollen grains and the ovule formation. So that is nothing but the gametophyte, which is going to be very small. जबकि if you have seen about algae's life cycle, algae में क्या हो रहा था? The gametophyte was going to be dominant and seen all over the place, whereas the sporophyte was going to be seen in a very small time period. जबकि टेरिडोफाइट्स में फ्यूनेरिया जो था, फ्यूनेरिया was having the gametophyte and sporophyte which were both independent in nature. So all those things which are occurring, that is nothing but alternation of generation. Yani when the organism is going to have both, that is haploid and the diploid multicellular stages, and that too in the subsequent generations. So they will alter, yani for some time the plant will be seen in the diploid phase or else sometimes it will be seen in the haploid state. So ये जो alternation होता है, that is nothing but our today's topic. So if you can see over here in the down figure, what can you understand from this? The understanding is कि जो sporophytic condition है, so here is going to be the sporophytic condition. तो sporophytic condition यानी nothing but your diploid state. So diploid state is the white area जहाँ पे starting from the zygote which is diploid up till the sporophyte, all those stage is going to be the sporophytic condition which is having the half time period. यानी white color से जो है that is diploid state, and the blue colored part that you can see down here, all that blue part is going to represent the haploid condition which will start from the haploid spores and end up until the fertilization occurs. So spores से लेकर gamete formation, all those will be included in the haploid phase of the life. So यहाँ पे if you can see that the white colored part and the blue colored part, they will be about 50%. So 50% is white and the remaining 50% is going to be the blue part. अब यहाँ पे तो ये 50-50 है, but what if the time period in which they occur changes? So अगर ये percentage change हो जाता है या if the ratio changes, then the life cycle type is going to change. So based on this, there will be formation of different life cycles. So different life cycles क्या होंगे, wherein sometimes the gamete for the gametic phase, that is the haploid stage can be dominant और ज़्यादा time के लिए है, या कभी कभी the diploid phase in higher time period. So all that changes is nothing but going to be seen in the further slides. So here we come up with the first type of life cycle, that is haplontic life cycle. So haplontic life cycle में what can you see? If you remember the previous diagram, what is the difference over here? Difference है the blue part and the pink part. Blue and pink, if you can see, there is going to be difference in the size or the area that they are covering. So जो blue part है वो छोटा है, और blue part क्या signify कर रहा है? The blue part is going to signify the diploid phase of the life. Diploid phase because you can see the presence of zygote, so it is going to be the diploid phase. And if you can see the pink colored part, or I do have the red pen, so the pink part है that will be showing by the haploid phase of the plant. So यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? The zygote is going to be formed, and similarly as soon as the zygote is formed, meiosis will take place, यानी जो diploid state है उसको haploid में convert किया जाएगा, because of which the haploid phase is going to be for the larger period of time, जबकि diploid phase is for small amount of time. So ये जो difference है between the time period of formation of diploid and the haploid phase, this brings us कि जो maturity time phase में है, यानी यहाँ पे haplontic life cycle is going to be the majority or the major time. So since haploid phase is going to be majority, the life cycle will be called as haplontic life cycle. इसी का उल्टा अगर हो जाएगा, that we will see in the next slides, that is अगर diploid phase यानी अगर blue colored part ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, when then what will be the name? The blue part becomes major or majority, then the life cycle name will convert into diplontic life cycle. So यहाँ पे if we are seeing about haplontic life cycle, that means we are understanding that the majority is going to be for the haploid phase in the plant. तो यहाँ पे हैप्लॉइड है, यानी हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? द गैमीटोफाइट इज गोइंग टू बी कंसिडर्ड एज द मेजर और द डोमिनेंट फेज ऑफ द लाइफ. सो सिंस गैमीटोफाइट इज डोमिनेंट, स्पोरोफाइट के साथ क्या हो जाएगा? स्पोरोफाइट इज गोइंग टू बी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय ओनली वन सिंगल सेल्ड जाइगोट. सिर्फ वन सेल जाइगोट इज गोइंग टू रिप्रेजेंट द एंटायर स्पोरोफाइटिक जनरेशन, क्योंकि क्या है? डिप्लॉयड फेज इज गोइंग टू बी इन माइनॉरिटी फॉर द लोअर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, जबकि जो हैप्लॉयड फेज है, दैट इज द गैमेटोफाइट, दैट विल बी इन मेजॉरिटी और इन द डोमिनेंट फोटोसिंथेटिक फेज. सो इट विल बी फ्री लिविंग हैप्लॉयड गैमेटोफाइट. अब जो स्पोरोफाइट है जो बहुत कम टाइम के लिए है, द जाइगोट इज गोइंग टू बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू हैप्लॉइड स्पोर्स. दीज हैप्लॉइड स्पोर्स विल बी फॉर्म्ड बिकॉज ऑफ मियोसिस. सो यू कैन सी इन द लाइफ साइकिल. सो लाइफ साइकिल में क्या हुआ? जाइगोट के साथ मियोसिस हो गया, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ मियोसिस देयर वाज फॉर्मेशन ऑफ हैप्लॉइड गैमीट्स. हैप्लॉइड गैमीट्स बार बार डिवाइड करेंगे, एंड देयर विल बी फॉर्मेशन ऑफ गैमीटोफाइट. So such plants or such examples which represent the haplontic life cycle are generally coming from the algae. So जो algae होती है, they are going to have the haplontic life cycle. जैसे for example volvox, Spirogyra, some species of Chlamydomonas, all these are included for the haplontic life cycle. Now let's understand the second type of life cycle, that is called as diplontic life cycle. अब diplontic is going to be the exact opposite of haplontic. How is it opposite? Because the red colored or the pink colored part, which is going to be shown as the haploid state, or the blue colored is going to be the diploid phase. So previous जो image था उससे how is it different? Here the blue colored phase is going to be in maturity. So blue colored is having major area covered, whereas the red or the pink colored part is going to be in the lower quantity. So since the blue color, that is the diploid phase, is going to be in majority, उसका नाम क्या हो जाएगा, diplontic life cycle. So diplontic, that is diploid, is going to be the dominant photosynthetic independent phase. So diploid sporophyte, diploid यानी क्या होता है, diploid is nothing but your sporophyte. और हैप्लॉइड कौन होता है, हैप्लॉइड जो होता है दैट इज गोइंग टू बी द गैमीटोफाइट. सो अगर स्पोरोफाइट डोमिनेंट है, देन व्हाट इज द कंडीशन ऑफ गैमीटोफाइट, gametophyte will be left as only to a few celled haploid gametophyte. They will be only a single to a few celled haploid gametophyte. और वो क्या होता है, short lived होता है, because the life cycle is diplontic and diploid phase is going to be the majority of the time. So ये diplontic life cycle who is going to exhibit, it is going to be shown by the gymnosperms. Gymnosperms में diplontic life cycle form होती है. Even the angiosperms, because in both what is going to happen, the sporophyte is going to be the dominant phase. Sporophyte is dominant, and because of that you can say that your diplontic life cycle is going to be represented. And the fucus, so fucus is going to be coming, which is going to be a bit different. So fucus here is going to be the brown algae, which is going to be showing a bit variation from other algae. So other algae क्या कर रहे थे, they were showing the haplontic life cycle, but here important is fucus, because fucus is going to show the diplontic life cycle. नेक्स्ट लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट हैप्लोडिप्लॉन्टिक लाइफ साइकिल. अब जैसे प्रीवियस टू स्लाइड्स में यू हैव अंडरस्टूड कि नाम जो होता है दैट इज ऑन द बेसिस कि वो कितने टाइम तक के लिए फेज वैलिड होता है. सो हियर इफ यू कैन सी कि जो प्रीवियस का हैप्लॉन्टिक लाइफ साइकिल है, यानी हैप्लॉइड फेज इज गोइंग टू बी डोमिनेंट, डिप्लॉन्टिक है तो डिप्लॉइड फेज इज डोमिनेंट. But here the name has both, that is even the haplo as well as the diplo. That means both are going to occur in 50-50 condition. 50-50 condition है, that means the blue colored part which is represented by your diploid phase, and diploid phase कौन दिखाता है, that is by the sporophyte. And the red or the pink color, so red because I have the red pen, और यहाँ पे you can see in the diagram that is going to be the red phase. So यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, haploid, and the haploid will be represented by the gametophyte. So since here the cycle that you can see in the diagram, जो blue and the pink portion है, they are in almost equal area. So उनका जो life में जो phase है, they will be having equal importance, and that importance is naming as the haplodiplontic life cycle. So अगर वो 50-50 conditions में है, so sometimes sporophyte can be dominant, sometimes the gametophyte can be dominant. So let's understand the two cases, because both are in 50-50 conditions, both have equal probability to be dominant. So if by any chance the dominant phase is, or the independent photosynthetic phase is going to be haploid gametophyte, and if there is a short lived sporophyte, then यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, if you summarize this particular point, then what can you say, that the dominant phase over here, since they both have equal probability, the dominant here is going to be the sporophyte. So let's not get any confusion. Dominant is going to be the gametophyte. डोमिनेंट कौन है यहाँ पे, फॉर द फर्स्ट प्रोबेबिलिटी लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड डोमिनेंट फेज इज गैमेटोफाइट, जबकि द शॉर्ट लिव्ड और विच इज हैविंग लेस, कंपैरेटिवली लेस टाइम, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी योर स्पोरोफाइट और द डिप्लॉयड फेज. तो ये कंडीशन में एग्जाम्पल कौन आता है, एग्जाम्पल विल बी ब्रायोफाइट्स, जहाँ पे गैमेटोफाइट is going to be dominant but sporophyte will also be seen. या फिर और एक कंडीशन हो सकती है जहाँ पे द डोमिनेंट फेज विल बी बाय द स्पोरोफाइट एंड द शॉर्ट लिव्ड इज बाय द हैप्लॉइड गैमेटोफाइट. सो स्पोरोफाइट यहाँ पे हो गया डोमिनेंट, यानी हम लिख देते हैं उसे ब्लू कलर से। सो ब्लू कलर से कौन है? डोमिनेंट स्पोरोफाइट। And the red or the pink is going to be short-lived, that is your gametophyte. So gametophyte हो जाएगा short-lived, and the examples are going to be Ectocarpus, Polysymphonia and the kelps. So this is going to be the two conditions, यानी कई टाइम पे dominant जो है वो gametophyte होगा, या फिर कोई टाइम पे that will become short lived in the cases of Ectocarpus, Polysymphonia and kelps. So since they have both probability to become dominant, so the life cycle name is going to be haplodiplontic. So this brings us to the end of the chapter. So we complete our chapter successfully, that is plant kingdom अब खत्म हो गया है. So if you liked all our videos, you can go and surely check other chapters as well. There are going to be other chapters available onto our channel, and there you can search for those chapters for class 11th as well as for class 12th. सो बायोफीलिया अगर आपको अच्छा लगता है देन डू स्टे कनेक्टेड विद बायोफीलिया फॉर मोर सच अमेजिंग वीडियोस. सो इसी के साथ वी कंप्लीट आवर अनदर चैप्टर ऑफ प्लांट किंगडम. इफ यू लाइक आवर वीडियोस, इफ यू वांट टू हेल्प अस टू ग्रो एंड रीच आउट मेनी मोर स्टूडेंट्स, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and do hit the bell icon so that you get notified for the videos of the next chapter. Till then, we come with the next chapter. Don't forget to keep smiling, keep studying hard. Meet you in the next video with another amazing chapter. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.